welcome back to Path of Exile 2. Onwards to the third of the interlude. That's endgame stuff, I guess. Again.
Greetings.
Travel to Mount Ferrar.
Let us seek out Doriani's reserves, whatever they may be.
The Glade. Interlude words made different tribes to scatter the world. We're getting 60% resistance penalty. Still. How's it looking? Not great for the lightning defense. Anyways. Interlude. Speak to Doriani. Everybody else here too. Hey Doriani.
Before us stands Mount Clair, the most isolated peak in the Azmiri Ranges. At its summit, you will find the Quachik Vault. There is no predicting the state of those within. If their discipline and loyalty endure after all these generations, they will know us by a certain phrase. Tell them, the time of the sparrow has come.
I will give them this message.
If they will not listen, I will come to assist you. Remember, subdue them, but do not kill them. They will fight for us one way or another.
Okay. Is that a contingency plan here? Just a bunch of people buried at the top of a mountain for thousands of years? Something like that?
In my youth, all I wanted was power. I was the smartest, the sharpest. I rose to prominence on sheer force of will. Once I became the right hand of Queen Aziri, I realized that the system of merit I believed in was an illusion. Knowledge and science were merely ruthless tools for the nobles in their mad quest for eternal dominion. I had no power. I was a slave. From then on, I spent every spare moment secretly pursuing ways to save my people. I placated Aziri and the nobles by day, but fought a war against death itself by night. The flesh, the soul, machinery, time itself. No possibility was left unexplored. If all else failed, that is what the Quachik Vault was for. Should the entire world be ravaged by the cataclysm, some Vaal would still remain, deep in the most remote mountain. The final and most desperate contingency.
Assuming that they're alive, obviously.
I am wary now after hearing about the people living in sunken Utzal in your era. Isolation and containment drove them to horrific ends. There were systems put in place in Quachik to avoid such problems, but the vault was never intended to last this long. If the people in the vault are still healthy and sane after all this time, it will be proof that the Vaal are indeed worthy of my extreme efforts. If they are not, I already suspect what might have gone wrong.
Filling out the ranks with the possibly insane people buried in that mountain.
The cataclysm came sooner than I'd hoped. The full complement of originally intended inhabitants was not achievable. I had to fill out the ranks with some candidates that I had previously ruled out due to their religious proclivities. Blood rituals and sacrificial rites were not uncommon in the Empire, but I disdained such wastefulness. More than that, religion tends to spread in confined spaces. I can only hope sanity has prevailed within the vault.
Maybe just don't put the blood sacrifice people in. You've got hundreds, thousands of years. Sure.
Go.
Fantastic choices, Doriani.
Just between us, the existence of this Quachik Vault gives me pause. How many other plans does Doriani have in motion? Keep your eyes open.
Trust him? Questionable.
I am struggling to reconcile two men. One is history's greatest monster, maligned across Rayclast's written and oral traditions. The other is a man we brought back from the past, one who portrays himself as desperately trying to save his people. Are they one and the same? He accepts responsibility for the things he has done, claiming they were necessary. I suppose I have no moral high ground to stand on. Doriani could not have done any of what he did if I had not grown the beast. Thank you.
Also have Hilda here.
Good day to you. I'm Hilda. Been roaming the world for some time now, hunting all manner of beasts. And as soon as I get my arse back to Mount Crier, it's all turned to shite. My tribe has fled the region. Someone was roughing them up. I got one guess who. Lythara, a skilled hunter from a neighboring tribe, has lost her mind. She and her followers drove my people out. Then she turned on her own. I'd sort her out myself, but she packs quite a punch. If you're heading up the mountain, you'll have to deal with her. But there's something else I'd ask of you. There's one beast I've not been able to best. A yeti deep within the caves of Mount Crier. A truly fearsome bastard. Many claim to have seen him, just not up close. One thing's certain though, you'll hear him. Oh, an unmistakable howl against the icy winds. Seek him out, slay him, and bring me his tusks. I'll make it worth your while.
Accept quest. That's what it's supposed to show a reward. I'll do it anyways.
Be careful. He's a tough bugger.
Alright. Tell me about this Yeti.
Been hunting that Yeti in the proper season these last 5 years. Oh, he's a shifty one. I follow his howl, but I think he knows. I think he's got the sense. I bet he feels the hair on his neck stand up when I'm on his trail. He'll never feel you coming, though. Doesn't know your scent.
The Vaal?
There's living Vaal in Mount Crier. Well, I'll be damned. The stories are true. It's not some children's tale from the elders, but a yarn we weave on the winter solstice. Many generations ago, a Vaal named Uramoti came to us and wanted to buy a mountain from the Izmiri. You can't buy a mountain, it's nonsense. They simply exist. So we let him pass. Countless Vaal marched up there, trying to capture Mount Crier. Well, they busied themselves, certainly, as eventually they went silent. We assumed they died up there, trying to buy the mountain from the sky. Perhaps they did make a deal, but with Prospero instead. He'd be the type to sell you a mountain.
The Spirit?
The Spirit is a load of codswallop, if you ask me. Have nothing more to say on it.
Okay.
A pleasure.
So bring up a Spirit. They don't believe. Salvage bench, fortune bench, stash, well. Delwyn.
Welcome to Mount Crier. Not the friendliest peak in the ranges. Keep your footing, keep your wits. You might just leave with both intact. If not, well, these slopes are littered with folk who made the same mistake.
Okay. The Snake. Got Snake up here?
I am troubled by stories of deception. By voices that are not the spirit. Is there someone out there misleading us? Whispering in our ears? Leading us to our dooms? It sounds like our stories of the snake. But of that, I know little. Hasn't troubled us for generations. An elder would know better than I.
What do you think about Doriani?
Some call him a genius. Others, a monster. The truth is usually somewhere in between. Me, I say power like his comes with a cost. It's never the one wielding it who pays. Remember that the next time you go thinking you're on the same side.
And the Wayward Spear.
I know the one. Once a proud hunter, now lost to madness. Put her kin to the spear, because the spirit told her to. So she says. More likely the snake. If you could deal with her, you'd be doing us all a favor. And probably her as well.
Okay.
See anything you like?
Items here. Oh, 59, 62-ish. Anything fun? Sun threshold. Energy shield. Energy shield. Still a lot less energy shield. We do have these bonus runes on here, so see the actual base amount is a question. It's got all the other stats and stuff too. The thorns and the stun, not super impressive. 38, 32%. That's a lot more than this comparatively. Some gloves, some fancy boots, life, intelligence, fire resistance, life, regen, energy shield. Not less. Something. Okay.
Keep hunting.
And then anything
Nice
else?
to see ya.
Talk about the spirit again.
All right then, you nosy blighter. Let me tell it as it is. I'm a hunter, I run the woods, the fields, and I've trapped many beasts. Yet I've never heard a voice or saw a light leading me. It's always just been me. Alone. The spirit stayed silent when my dear brother lay starving. Nor did it light up the night when my ailing mother was lost to the wilderness. Even if it does exist, what use is it? In a world brimming with pain and misery. For nothing.
Not impressed.
Hunt like it's your last.
Okay. So we got a mad woman, a yeti, and a mountain to go get to. And here at the glade, the base of the mountain, travelers stopped here for respite. First area is the Ashen Forest, level 62. Kind of getting up there. Getting slightly higher. And you start getting some experience at some point. We made some progress through the level here. Keep going through here. We're at 58, now we're at 62. Definitely not a quick scaling up process here. Already gotten the points from these. So, technically, I fear the Wayward Spear and the Abominable Yeti. That's alright. Make our way up the mountain. Starting in the forests. The Ashen Forest. Okay. Explore the Ashen Forest. Yep. Checkpoint. But I could get a waypoint here since we're just right outside town. That's alright. Okay. What kind of beasties are gonna be here in the forest? Just a whole bunch of stuff. Poison. Bird. Birds and stuff. Alright. Fire everywhere. Oh. Something back. Blow up some birds. Just walk in the water here? Yep. Spiders. Oh. That is a gargantuan wasp. Like I said, it was correct. This is the spirit. The wolves, burrowers, wasps, gem, poison, spiders. Follow the spirit a little as punched again. Dealing with enemies that show up. Trying to deal with all of them at the same time. long as it doesn't go too far, everything's fine. Fungus guys. Checkpoint. Legs on the ground. Poison. Scoop here a little. Frozen. Sweet. There's a crazy something here. Ow. Nice balls. Ow. There's actually a checkpoint. It's right here. Okay. Lose the spirit. No, he's still here. Okay, cool damage. All damage chills. This is so fast. Those some mandibles. Stop. Biting us in half here. My goodness.
Break a sweat.
Yikes. Totally did lose the spirit there. Well. I'll go back to the start. Try to grab them again. Feels potentially relevant. Or just random. Also, Dylan's just hanging back at the camp. That's odd. Spirit power is 11 million. We're getting there. We're getting towards actually getting some stuff. Guess we just won't worry about it. Let's push forwards here. If we go back, we have to fight through the entire area again. Alright, there's nothing back here. Amazing. Maybe the spirit got to that thing. That's why it was so powerful. That's a possibility. Burns the spiders. Oh. Poison Shriek. Ice, extra crits, magma barrier. These giant bugs are definitely a situation. Very aggressive. Very large. We're walking through some fire. Tangible guys over here. Or intangible. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. It's the end of the force this way. For another big bug. Spiders in here. Wasps. Grim barbs. And energy shield there. Not gonna help him.
Forgotten. I'm carrying enough already.
Portal town. Okay.
How can I...
What is it? Choose what you need.
So, looking cool in here. 58 staff, soul orb, lightning damage, cold damage. Spell. Levels of cold spells. Yeah.
make use of this.
Okay. This armor belt. Ring. Elemental accuracy. Leech. Physical attack damage as life. I mean, we don't do physical attacks, so.
A useful trade. Indeed.
Not gonna help us too much there. Okay. Back to the forest. That. Look at the spiders. And now it's not. End of the forest that way. Yep. Some fungus. Ice wasps. Stab it. All these magical enemies. Always something. More fungal zombies. Can't eat the fungus. Coming up behind us. Very rude. Very active forest, that's for sure. Funguses. Get the energy shield back up here. Always a good thing to have. Some ruins. Big hole. Spider came out of the spider hole. Oh, another one. Oh. Big spider. Fire resistant. Magma barrier. Now. Oh, action rapid. Defeat. Shard. Stone. Okay. Spidery. Down in this corner. Effigy. Checkpoint. What are we really looking for in here? There is an ancient monument. A horned snake bears a sword. This connects over to the Kura village. Oh. Let's find this monument and connection. Let's port to level 5. Anything we can do with that? I think we had one of these before. Support gems. Yeah, level 5. It's not have space for things. Some elements. Remnants created by something something. Maybe something from somewhere. It's persistent. Generate things. There's something in here. We have an additional level. Towards fire seals. I mean, this is going to give it for everything? This is skill support gem silence. It's going to apply its effect to that skill. And most of the same category assigned with one skill. If it increases the level of this, I guess. Does that even increase anything? Just a buff. 5% chance to spawn a fire remnant on ignition of non-target. Maybe that's even going to do anything. I don't use that. That's on the staff, which we also never use. Shield stuff. So I do a shield stuff. Assuming we ever use the shield. could we make something happen here? An endurance charge when heavily stunning a non-unique enemy. No. 2 guard per 10 strength when you stun. We're not gonna stun anything. Also, it's only when we have the shield on. There's no attack damage. Stun build up. Stun an enemy. Knocks enemies back on hit. We're not hitting anything. We're just raising the shield. That doesn't even make sense. Knockback resistance. Less movement speed penalty. That's at least something. Not gonna stun anything. Still stunning me. It's not hitting anything. It's like pretty dense. Shield bash. Is it a raise or a bash? Is it both? I'm not gonna use it for that anyways. Blind enemy on hit. We're not gonna hit anything. Attack damage. It's not even the right level of this. Meh. Anyways. We're making our way through the forest here. Stand in some poison. Have a good time. Rude. Alright. Gargantuan wasp. No. No thanks. Can't go past that tree, obviously. Forest. Checkpoint. Here's the ancient monument. A monument to something ominous and unknown stands here. Horned snake holds an incredibly large sword. You can buy a snake with a sword. Why not? 14. Eventually, in theory, we'll get level 15 gems and other higher level things that can actually be useful. I just need to find the exit, I suppose. Alchemy. No more orb magic to rare with 4 modifiers. That's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, just need to find the exit now. Could just run for it. I'm still not making that good of experience per hour. Look around this edge. Might be over more this way. And we'd be assuming it's there, and we have a much higher chance of death if we just try to sprint through. Then we need to sprint through other places we might have already partially covered. Probably not the best plan. And checkpoint, it's right here. Enter Pure Village. Perfect. Found it. Well, there you go. What's that spear thing happening there? More stuff in the middle, in theory. Well, we found our way to Pure Village. Let's go through here, get the portal and everything. That'll be good. Waste him. What have you. Waypoint. Pure Village. Mass spreads wherever humanity makes its home. By the sound of it, there's going to be just the one mad spear woman, but I'm sure there's just going to be heaps of additional stuff in here. As per usual. Clear out the inventory at least.
How can I
Choose what you need. I will make use of these.
Huh.
Time is of the essence.
Stash. Okay. Out to Pure Village. Pure Village. Still more at the base of the mountain here, I suppose. Working our way up. And there's also roving wisps. I'll show you the way. Up towards Glacial Tarn. Yeah. In the village. Next time. Goodbye.